Hi guys, today we are going to work on focusing a little more closely at our story Stone Soup, and we are going to talk about how the characters respond to the challenges that they are facing. So I have a worksheet here that we're going to use to work with, and the directions at the top say, reread paragraph 3 of Stone Soup to see how the villager responds to the old man. What challenge did the villagers face? How did they face or respond to this challenge? What did they end up learning from their experience? So we need our booklet because it asks us to reread paragraph 3. So I'm going to find our story first. Let's see. It starts on page 18. And paragraph 3 is at the bottom. So let's read that quickly. "You have come to the wrong place, stranger," said a woman. 2 little children hid behind her skirt. "We are a poor town, and we have nothing to give you." Okay, so it says, what challenge did the villagers face? How did they face or respond to this challenge? What did they end up learning from their experience? So, if you remember, in the beginning, an old man showed up in their village. And he said that he was tired and he was looking for a place to spend the night and a meal to share. And the woman had said, "Oh, well, you have come to the wrong place. We are too poor. We don't have anything to give you," right? So that was their problem, right? Their challenge was that the villagers felt too poor to help the old man. Really because they were struggling themselves, right? They didn't have a place for him to stay because they had crowded homes. They were hard workers, but they still felt like they didn't have enough food that they could even share to give to a stranger. Okay, so let's review the next page and see what happens. "I am sorry," said another villager. "There is not enough food for ourselves. You had better move on." "I was not asking for food," said the old man. "I was thinking of making some stone soup to share with you." "Stone soup? What is that?" asked the boy. He wore a long yellow shirt. He wore a cap like the old man's. So, if you remember, they responded originally kind of leery about him making stone soup. Stone soup? What is that? But he kind of tricked them into only sharing one ingredient each. So they felt like they could give up that one piece of food to help him make stone soup. So they were curious about stone soup because whoever has eaten stone soup, no one. And when the man asked for he didn't even really ask, did he? So I'm hesitating on that word because he sort of said, carrots sound really good, and then they offered it, right? So maybe you'd want to say, when the stranger gave the idea of each soup ingredient, the villagers shared what they had. And what they learned in the end was that sharing is important. And if you come together and work together, then you can have something really good. So what they did was they each only shared one thing, but it ended up being a beautiful, delicious soup that they all had to eat, and it was filling and they felt full and thankful. So they learned that if they share, they have more. So they learned how to share and work together. So we worked on this together. What I would like for you to do is finish it now. These areas up here are for you to draw a picture. So you can choose a part of the story that helps explain what you wrote. Okay, and just draw a quick little picture here. And then you can go ahead and answer this question. How do the villagers change from the beginning to the end of the story? Okay, it says A. First, they believe they don't have anything to share. Then they learn they can work together to feed everyone. Or B. In the beginning, they don't get along with one another. Then they learn how to become friends. Or C. At first, they don't know how to cook. Then the old man teaches them to become great cooks. Which one do you think best tells the lesson that the villagers learned in the story Stone Soup? Circle your answer, and when you're completed with your worksheet, you can go ahead and submit it to your teacher. Good work, boys and girls!